Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm Gamesplaining Black Orchestra. So if you have watched my other videos, you should have an idea of how Black Orchestra runs. I've set the game up as a two-player game, which means that 4 items are available to each of the players. I've set the game as easy, which means that Hitler can be killed with a support of 2. This player's special skill once he gets demotivated is he can move 2 spaces. The other thing he can do is move someone else 1 space. And this player is, once he gets demotivated, is able to reveal the top 3 cards of the current stage's event deck, which is the cards at the top, and put them back in any order. So he has some knowledge of what's coming and he can stop things happening potentially, at least delay their happening rather than actually stopping them. So let's get straight into it. We'll start with the white player. The first thing white is going to do is actually roll on the descent track. And he's now given himself 4 things that he's able to do. And he will come up here as 1. He'll turn that over as number 2. He'll take a card as number 3, which is an illegal card, but he's able to move Hitler up to 3 spaces. Or we can move a conspirator up to 3 spaces. And the 4th thing, he's going to take another card, reveal cards from the top of the conspirator deck until they reveal a plot. So this is basically going to help him get a plot together. So that's a worthwhile card to have. We now flip over the top card of the number 1. We move Hitler and all the deputies to Nuremberg. Nuremberg is just here. So everyone comes off their spots and goes down to Nuremberg. It's now Green's turn. Green is also going to start with going after the top, and he's managed to actually roll 3 things, which doesn't help us push Hitler any lower because Hitler's already at the bottom, but it does get him to a spot where he can do more stuff. We then flip over that next card, we move Goebbels to the space with the nearest conspirator, which is the train station. All Goebbels does is cancels the ability of that player. So when Green has a go, he's not able to use the ability. He's not motivated enough to use the ability anyway, so I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Okay, White is going to, for the first action, use a card to discard that to look through the deck until he finds a plot. All other cards go into the discard pile. So this one is looking for a civilian to use it, so he might actually change hands with the civilian because that'll give him an extra die. Looking for an intel and map. So we've got something that we're working towards now. He'll roll 2 dice on that top line, which gives him 4 more actions. So he'll go 1, he'll give this to the civilian as the second action. He will look for another card, discard this card in Zurich or Stockholm to lower the support. Now the problem is Zurich and Stockholm, one of them is there, the other one is there. Notice these numbers. I may not have said this in the Gamesplaination, but you're only able to go into a city that is listed on the top of the leftmost card. Once these cards are all gone, he'll be able to go into the level 2 cities as well as level 1. So it's kind of expanding out. Once you hit number 7, anyone who's in these outer spots needs to come back in because you're not able to go into those during the age 7 or level 7 of the game. He has 1 action left, and what he might do with that is go to Hanover. Okay, we flip over the next card. This one's a key event. So we raise Hitler's military support by 1. We remove the next stage 1 event cards from the game without revealing them. And that will sit over there. What that does is whenever one of those cards that has the yellow at the top comes up, nothing will happen. It's now Green's turn. Green is going to move there. He'll roll 2 dice to have 4 actions, so he'll go, one of those actions will be explosives. He doesn't need any explosives. 2, 3. He doesn't need any keys. He might go to there. As his fourth action, we flip over the next card. All conspirators raise their suspicion by 1. So suspicion level goes up. Suspicion level goes up. We really want that suspicion level to be as low as possible because of the number of these signs that you're able to roll without it actually affecting you. Okay, back to White's turn. White will start by flipping that over. As 1, he'll roll 2 dice. So that goes there, and he has 1 more action, and that might be to head down to Edelhorst. And then the next card comes over. We move Hitler and Goebbels and Hess to Zerghaus. So Hitler, Goebbels, and Hess move up to the top. It's now Green's turn. Green's really looking for intel on a map, so first thing Green will do is flip that over. There's the intel he's looking for, so he will pick that up. So he's done 2 actions so far, and he might head down to there as his third action. We flick over another card. All conspirators raise their motivation by 1. So motivation up, motivation up. That now enables this civilian to have his special action, and it enables this guy to hold more cards. We move Hitler and all the deputies back to their starting spots. It's now White's turn, I believe. The first thing he will do is flip that over. He will pick up some more cards. So pick that up. He could use that to lower his suspicion by 1. And for the third, yep, he'll do that again, which is the same card, but he can lower his suspicion again. So that's probably a worthwhile thing for him to do. We then flick over a new card. Because that has already come out, yellow on the top means that this one won't actually happen. First thing Green will do is flip the tile over where he is. He'll then roll 2 dice. So that puts his suspicion up to extreme. He really wants to get that down relatively quickly. And he has 1 more action, and he might actually come across the Gestapo HQ. We flick over another card. We move 3 of their guys. So Bormann goes to Hanover, Goering goes to Tannenberg, and Himmler goes to Nuremberg. If I'm mispronouncing any of these names, please forgive me. And we move on. Notice that now level 1 has gone. We're about to start level 2. We cannot move into any of the level 2 spots until the first of these cards has been flipped over. So we're still in level 1 at the moment, which is White's turn. White will roll 3 dice. He's managed to get 2 of those. He's pushed his suspicion up as well, which is a problem. We do need to get those suspicions lower. But what that's done is we can push any one guy up. So we'll push him up, push Hitler down. Those 3 now come off. And the next card comes out. Now, because we have moved to the level 2 cards, this card now comes back into the deck, and the new card comes out, which is move Hitler to Vienna, raise his support by 1. We move Hitler to Vienna, which is Hitler's up here, Vienna is here, and reveal the item there, which is a weapon. It's now Green's turn. Green will use 1 to flip that over. He's really looking for a map at the moment. I'm not having much luck with that. So what he might do is roll 2 there, push his suspicion up, but his suspicion's already at high, so he'll stay where he is. We reveal another card, which raises Hitler's support again. This is a problem. We need to find a way to get that lower. And we move Bormann and Hess to Berghof. It's now White's turn. He's going to use this card to lower his suspicion as one of his actions, and he might move down to Tannenberg because Goering will make him remove an item. He doesn't have any items, so it's not a problem at the moment. Reveal another card. Himmler and Goering and Hess to Edelhurst. Back to Green's turn. Green's going to go 1, 2 and reveal. He's still looking for that map. Because he really does want to have the maximum possible ability to hit Hitler. We flip over the next card. Move Hess to the space with the nearest conspirator, which we have a choice of either of these two guys. So what's going to happen, you can lower their motivation by 1 to move to any legal space and lower their suspicion by 1. I think that we might move him here. So we can lower the motivation by 1, so it's probably a worthwhile thing to do. To move to any legal space. So we can lower the motivation by 1 and suspicion by 1 to move to any legal space. And it's probably worthwhile heading to Berghoff to reveal that item when he's able to. Okay, White's turn. White is going to reveal that item for 1, still looking for that map. He'll move to here and then reveal that on, still looking for the map. So we're struggling. I'm going to suggest the maps are over there, but we'll keep looking for it. Flick over a card. Berman and Goebbels go to Munich and reveal the item there. That item has already been revealed. White is going to be in a bit of bother if they're still there when it is his turn. Green's turn. First thing, he can't conspire this time. So he's going to flip the card over, still looking for a map, which he can't find. Every possible item has been flipped. So he's going to take a new card. Now, this one's going to get an extra die if the guy's Wehrmacht. So it was the civilian that's done it. He needs to swap that over with the Wehrmacht. We need weapons and signature. And we need Hitler to be in any Berlin 1 or 2 space. So that's movement 1. He will move here for 2 and he will just give this straight to the other player for 3. Then the next card comes out, which is the key event. We raise Hitler support by 2. I think you get the idea of how this game plays and how much running around you're doing in the early game. I'll leave it there. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplayed, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.